Hi there, I'm Daniel Lader, founder of Lader CPA and Associates, and welcome to our Instagram Live series, where we are talking about building a successful private practice from beginning to infinity. Okay, better connection, taking it from the top. Hi, I'm Daniel Lader, founder of Lader CPA and Associates, and welcome to our Instagram Live series on building a successful private practice from beginning to infinity. Now, to start off that all-important question, why did the accountant hire a therapist for his office? To help clients process their refund-related trauma. All right, so let's jump into this week's topic, the tax benefits of working from home as a private practice owner. Now, a lot of you starting out are thinking about how expensive renting an office space might be. And that's a valid concern. A lot of you are also thinking about, can you use your home or a part of your home as your office? That answer is all up to you. But if you do, there are tax benefits to using your home as your private office. And let's talk a little bit about those. That might help you make a decision on whether you want to use your home or a room of your home for your practice or not. So let's jump into it. First off, what is a home office? How does it qualify? A home office, very simply put, is an office a space in your home that is used it's used exclusively and regularly for your business. Now, what do those two terms mean? Talk with your tax advisor to get a better definition on what those mean. But the general sense is that this space in your home has been set aside exclusively for its use in your business, and it's not used for anything else. There's more to it than that, but that's the high level look at what that means. Now, what this office could be, it can be a separate room, like an extra bedroom or a home office or any separate room, or it can be a dedicated space in a room. Like, for example, if you have a corner of your living room that's dedicated just for office telehealth, for telehealth sessions, that can be your home office. Or it can be, like I said, that extra bedroom. As long as it is reserved for that use and it can be identified. It can't be your couch in front of your TV. It can't be your bed, anywhere like that. It has to be a dedicated space. Now, just real quickly, there's two ways to calculate your home office deduction. There's the simplified method, it's very simple. We'll cover that right now. And then the second method is the actual expenses method. The simplified method is very easy. You can claim $5 per square foot up to 300 square feet. So that could be a maximum deduction of $1,500. Now there's two downsides to using the simplified method. First, it might not be larger than the actual method. You might not be giving the largest tax deduction you could. That's the first downside. That's pretty clear. Second one is it cannot reduce your business income below zero. That one's a little harder to think about, but basically your taxable income could, under a different method, the taxable income could be reduced below zero, reducing other taxable incomes and lowering your tax burden in the long run. Simplified method can't do that. As soon as your business income hits zero, you can no longer use more of the simplified method, and any extra just disappears. So that's the simplified method. If you have questions, ask your tax professional. The second method, the actual expense method, this is what we usually think about when we're talking about the home office deduction. Basically, this is when we take the square footage of that portion that you use for your home office and compare it to the larger square footage of your entire home in total. So basically, if you had a 2,000 square foot home and you had a 20 square foot office, that would mean essentially your home office is taking up 1% of your home. Now we use that percentage and apply it to all of the home expenses that we can now apportion to your home office. Things like your mortgage interest or rent, utilities, insurance, real estate taxes. Those can now be sectioned off by that 1% or whatever it comes to as now a business expense. Now that might not seem like a lot, but picture it this way. You are renting your home, you're paying your utilities, you're paying your insurance, and let's just start with that. All of those expenses, rent, insurance, utilities, those are not tax deductible on your personal tax return. They don't benefit you in any way tax-wise. But when you have a home office, and let's say you're still taking that 1%. Now, 1% of your rent, 1% of your insurance, 1% of your utilities now becomes tax deductible. That's the great thing about the home office deduction. Not that it's ever a very, very large expense, but that it's turning otherwise not deductible expenses into tax deductible expenses in its own portion. So this is a little bit of a complicated topic, but talk to your tax advisor and they'll help you walk through that idea. But basically just know what your square footages are and know what your expenses are. Things like mortgage interest, real estate taxes, insurance, utilities, and if there are any, repairs on your home that affect the area. Now, a couple other things that go into the home office deduction that don't fall into that percentage of your square footage. These are other things that you already might know are business tax deductible. If you have to buy furniture for your home office, things like a desk, a chair, a couch, anything like that, shelving, those things can be tax deductible under the business as a home office expense. Your technology costs, your computer, printer, your phone, your software, all of those things, of course, are still business deductions that you can claim. Now, you might be sharing your internet and phone expenses between your home office and your personal use. That one's a little trickier. It's hard to say that if we went back to that square footage rule of 1% of that house is the home office. It's hard to say that 1% of your internet or phone for your whole house is business related. Talk to your tax professional. It's very likely they'll bump you up to more like 50% of those expenses like internet and phone are business related. And of course, things like your supplies, your paper, pens, any subscriptions, those types of things, those are all still also business tax deductions. Now, we covered the home office deduction on a high level. I hope this gives you a better idea of what it is and how it works. You are able to have both a regular office and a home office. There's no reason you're only limited to just your home office if you want to use this. Regular office and home office. The key though, the trick though, is that your home office needs to be the main place where you do the administrative type stuff. Your billing, your scheduling, those kinds of things. That needs to be done primarily at your home office in order to make the home office deduction still fit, in case you do have two workspaces. Now, if you have any questions about this, go ahead and DM me, leave a comment below. I'll answer them as I'm able to. Now, if you would like to talk more with my team about the home office or about other tax issues that you might be having, go ahead and ask me through DM. We'll send you a calendar link for a 30-minute discovery call. And we also are offering our Financial 360 service. Ask us more about what that is and how it can help out your business. Go ahead, follow, subscribe, and watch for future notifications and future events that we are putting on through Instagram and other platforms as well. And go ahead and visit our website, latercpa.com. I will see you on the next video. And remember, have a great weekend and keep helping others to help themselves. Thanks.